Come on, let's get started. So today let's understand the very basics of database, DDL, DML and DQL. DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, DQL, data querying language. This is the continuity of our previous SQL basics. This is the continuity session. Let's understand what is DDL, what is DML, what is DQL technically with examples. So for this purpose, I'll take you to our previously installed SQL Server Management Studio application. This desktop app is a tool, actually Management Studio tool. Using this tool, let's connect to this server. I'll connect to my SQL School server. Okay, we are not involved in installing the server, connecting. This is what actually we did in the earlier classes already. So we started from introduction, went into installation, then we got some very basic skeleton of SQL, and now we are into actual DDL, DML queries. Once we connect to the server, you'll be receiving one class notes today along with the session practice. You'll receive these notes. You'll simply open one .SQL file. So we started with introduction, went into installation. We got some 10 basic queries, and from there you got some task items. Now we are into fourth chapter of our course, number 4. We are going to have about 30 queries here today. So once you practice previous chapter, third chapter, then you step into the fourth one. Third chapter, the basic activity like product database, company database, 2 databases we created, 5 queries each. Now the next one, create database and connect to the database. Let's verify it first. Okay, this is the database. I'll just ignore all other databases. So previously you got something called product database, company database, right? Product and company, previous chapter. Now you are having employee database new. You create database and verify the connection to the database. Now how to create table? Here it is. We learned the syntax for table creation in the previous chapter. Here is the example. Create table, table name with ID, name, country, salary. ID integer to store digits. Int, integer, both are same. Name to store up to 30 characters. To store up to 30 characters. Varchar, I said 40, up to 40 characters. So username, gender, fixed values, we use char. Varying data like passwords, work location, it may change over time, then it is varchar. Char means to store fixed data. Varchar means to store varying data, may change over time. Float, to store decimal values. So once we create the table, verify it first. Refresh databases, go to tables, left side, and firstly I'll select and execute. Table got created. Now refresh tables. We see the table and the columns inside it. So we created database. connect database, create table. So far we did three things. Once we create the table, how to store or insert data into table. You can select one line at a time, execute. What is that? One line at a time, execute. Or select all lines together, execute. Next, this collection of statements is called a batch. What is that? Here it is. Batch means a collection of SQL statement. Just remember this for our next classes. Just like a paragraph in a Word document, okay? Something like this. This is called a batch. Collection of SQL statements is called a batch. Then select to report the data. Yes, we inserted 10 rows. So we'll see all 10 rows right now. From our previous SQL Basics, asterisk star means multiplier to report all columns. Then how to report list of employees only from Canada. You don't want all employees to be reported. You want only Canada employees. So select column list from table name where condition. In above statement, where keyword is used to filter or slice the data. So keyword is a reserved word in SQL. What is that? Where. It's a reserved word. In fact, select is a keyword, from is a keyword, same way where is a keyword. These are all predefined words. Select from table name where country equal to, what is this? Column name. Country is a column name. I repeat again, our requirement. How to report list of employees from Canada. We know how to report list of employees. Select from table name. This gives you all employees. But now you would like to filter, slice, filter or slice only Canada employees. So where EMP country equal to Canada. Country equal to Canada like this. Next. Then other one. How to report list of employees where employee country is a column is equal to USA. So where is a keyword to slice or filter the data. Like for example, how to report list of employees either from Canada or from USA. Select from employee info gives you all columns where EMP country equal to Canada or country equal to USA. See here, either country equal to Canada or country equal to USA, like this. Next. Then we have other one. How to report list of employees neither from Canada nor from USA. Neither nor. So equal to opposite, not equal to, or opposite end, like this. equal to opposite, not equal to, or opposite end, in this way. Okay, next. What we are learning? Where country equal to Canada, only Canada employees are reported. Out of 10 rows, only 5 rows are reported. Only 5 rows. Or USA, 3 rows. Either Canada or USA, 5 plus 3, 8 rows. 5 plus 3, 8 rows. Same way, neither Canada nor USA, remaining 2 rows. See the count here, you see 2 rows. Next. Once you practice these 9 queries, 2 more. How to report list of employees whose salary is between A and B. Between A and B. Okay, here it is, between A and B. You see the values here. So between 7 sequence and 9 sequence, we get all employees. Next, how to report list of employees outside this range, not between like this, outside the range. So between the range, not between the range. Here it is. Then how to report list of employees whose name is Jenny. We know how to report list of employees from Canada, equal to Canada, country equal to Canada. Same way, that second column is there, right? Name column, name, emp underscore name. That name is equal to Jenny. Column name equal to value. How to report list of employees whose name starts with letter J. Means employee name like J percentile. John, Joe, Jenny, like this. Name like J percentile in this way. So percentile means to report any number of characters. Percentile means to report any number of characters. How to report list of employees whose name ends with letter N, like percentile N. Here it is. Report list of employees where name like percentile N. Observe carefully here. Percentile N in this way. Okay, next. From here, I repeat, we know the exact name. Okay, we know the exact name. Or we know where name like J percentile, like this. Okay, we know name like J percentile in this way. Or how to report list of employees where name like percentile N in this way. Okay, percentile N like this. So John, etc. J percentile means starting letter J. Percentile N means ending letter N. This way. I assume we're all very new. I'm repeating it multiple times to make it simple. Now mixing them together. How to report list of employees whose name starts with letter J. This one starts with letter J. Additionally ends with letter N. n like this. J percentile n. Report list of all employees whose name starts with J, ends with N. Same way, how to report list of employees whose name does not starts with letter J, does not starts with letter J. We have not like, starts with J, like. Not like means except these 5 employees, you have all remaining employees in the list. Those employees whose name does not start with J will be reported here. For our easy practice, let's increase the screen size. Go to view, full screen. Go to view, full screen. Now let's have few more queries in the same line. Here we go. How to report list of employees whose name starts with J, ends with N. There should be exactly one character in between. We use underscore. Remember, percentile means any number of characters in between J and N. Underscore means only one character. What if you want two underscores? Say, what if you want two characters? Two underscores. How to report list of all employees whose name starts with J, ends with N. There should be exactly two characters in between underscores like this. John in this way. These are called pattern matching queries. Pattern matching queries we call. So like is a keyword, reserved word to work with pattern matching. Starting letter is known, ending letter is known, starting and letter known, and there can be any number of characters in between. Exactly one character, exactly two characters like this. So far we are learning creation of database, connect to the database, create table, insert, and finally various select statements where equal to opposite, not equal to, or opposite, and between opposite, not between. Then we have something called like opposite, not like. Okay, here it is. 12 to 18 queries, one sequence with name. Please have a look at it carefully. Once you practice these queries until 18 carefully, then remember from above equal to, not equal to, or, and, between, not between, like and not like, these are all called operators. You remember in our childhood we have something called mathematics, right? Operators, plus, minus, symbol, divided by, etc. Operators for our daily use. Here also for SQL we have something called operators for our daily use. Now how to modify the data inside the table? Update table name, set salary equal to. What is that? We are now performing some modifications to our table. Remember once again our journey. Server is ready, database ready, table ready, columns are available, and data is inserted. Now we are editing the data, modifying the data, like select statement. See here now, I'll wait. Select from table name. How to modify data inside the table? Update table name, set salary to. Now select like this. How to set salary for Canada employees? So update table name, set salary equal to where country equal to Canada. Select from table name like this. What we are learning? Firstly, modify the salary. What is employee salary? It's a column. Modify it. Now select. See, all salary set to 0. Now only for Canada, you would like to set salary. Set is a keyword to be used for update. Update and set, they travel together. Update table name set. Now select only Canada employees got the 2 lakh. Only for Canada you see 2 lakh like this. How to delete only Canada employees from the table? Delete from table name where country equal to Canada. Delete from table name where country equal to Canada like this. How to delete all employees? You don't want to delete only Canada. You want to delete all employees. So no condition. See here, all remaining 5 rows got deleted. Table is empty. See here now, table is empty. Okay, next. What we are learning? We inserted the data earlier. Now our requirement. You would like to remove all data, means opposite of insert is what you see on the screen right now. It's opposite of insert. Okay, our next step, let's see. Alternative to delete. So remember, delete is opposite of insert. Insert means to store the data. Delete means to get it away, get it out. Alternative for delete, we have something called truncate. Truncate table name. You can right click and execute, or on top you see execute, or F5, function key 5. Truncate also does the same thing, to remove all data. Then what's the difference? Let's see. Delete is to remove all rows or few rows from the table. All rows or few rows from the table. We can specify conditions like this, where condition. Monitored in the log file. Every database has a log. Every database has a log file. Whenever we create database internally, two files will be created. Data file to store actual data. Log file for audit information. So we have data file, log file, two different files. Okay, we have two different files, data file, log file, two different files. Our requirement here, this particular log file is going to audit. This log file is going to audit or monitor the files, monitor the operations, audit or monitor operations. So delete is monitored. Select, insert, update, delete, everything gets monitored except truncate. Truncate is not monitored, remember. What is it? Truncate is not monitored. I repeat again, insert, update, delete. Now select. Here we go. Delete, everything is monitored except log file. Except log file, everything is monitored. Remember this. Okay, next. With this information, now what else? When to use which? Remember, I repeat again, delete to remove all rows or few rows from the table. Specify condition. Monitor in the log file, mainly used for OLTP databases. Okay, live real-time databases, we use this one. Other one, truncate. Remove all rows from the table. We cannot specify conditions not monitored in the log file used in data warehouse databases. DWH, like data engineering, big data activities, we have this one. For today, both are equally important. Delete logged activity, truncate non-logged activity, not monitored, so it's very fast. I repeat again, what we are learning: update to modify, delete to remove the data, update to modify the data, and other one, delete to remove the data. Alternative for delete, we have something called truncate. Truncate is also used to remove the data. Okay, next. With this information, then we have other important item. With this information, other important item called DDL. Yes, so far we are concentrating on insert, update, delete. And there are other DML activities we'll do next. We also have something called, as per our theory part last class, DDL, create, alter, drop. Let's see now how to work with these items also. Remember once again, insert, update, delete. Insert, update, delete are for content. Okay, these commands deal with content, data, whereas these commands deal with the structure or the container. Observe carefully. Deal with the structure or container. Now let's understand carefully how to work with the concept of, we did create already. Table is created, right? Table got created, query number 3, create, it is done. Now let's understand how to do the remaining DDL activities, that is down to my screen, alter and drop. Alter and drop. How to do that? Let's see. Very simple, straightforward process. Example. How to add new column to about table, employee table. What is that? You would like to add a new column to about table. Firstly, verify the server, database, table, and columns. To add a new column to about table, alter table, table name, add column name, add column name, data type. Say for example, bit data type. Just like integer character, bit is a data type. Okay, purpose of this bit data type, to store zeros and ones, status like active, inactive, available or not available, like this. Okay, next. Okay, we add this new column. How do we verify? We add one employee status column. How to verify it? Right click columns, refresh. This is how we verify the column. Remember. Okay, next. Then next item. Next item. Here it is. Then other important one. How to modify data type of a column. See, by default, yes, initially, not by default. Say initially we mentioned bit. You would like to change it. Alter table, table name. Alter column, column name. Data type. Like this. Okay. Alter table, table name. Alter column and the data type in this way. Whichever data type you want. Say varchar 2000. How to remove a column from the table? Alter table, table name, drop column, column name, like this. Alter table, table name, drop column, column name. Observe carefully here. Okay, next. How to remove table from the database? Drop table, table name. See one thing before that, what is it? We alter the column and change the data type, right? Change the data type anyway. And after that, we remove the column also, drop it. So verify it, right click and refresh. We verified it. Now drop table, table name like this. For every activity, we can do a refresh on the left side. Now you drop the table. How to verify? We dropped the table, right? So go to the parent, it's upper level, and refresh. We don't see table anymore. Okay, next. Use master. Drop database, database name. Use master. Drop database, database name. Observe carefully. Okay, next. Okay, with this information, what else? How to create new database in this server? What is it? How to create new database in this server? For example, yes, one thing, we drop the table, right? You can drop the database also. I said use master and drop database, database name. Before we proceed for query number 29, you may ask me like why we went to master all of a sudden. Very simple. It can be master or any other database. We need to step out of the current database, then drop database, database name. Step out of the current database. Previous class we learned master is one of the system databases, this one. So connect to it. Very simple. Assume you have a file with you. You would like to delete the file. What we do? First you have to close the file, right? If it's already open, you have to close it first. Come out of it. Same thing here. Come out of the currently connected database. In query number 2, we connected to the database, right? We entered into the database. So come out, step out. Once we step out by connecting to some other database, then drop database, database name. How to create new database? Whenever there is a dot or a special character, it won't work. We need to give square bracket. Whenever name has a space or a symbol, we require square bracket, remember. Same way, use database name. You don't want database anymore. Simply drop database name. Before that, right click refresh. You don't want it, drop it. So drop database name. Okay, this is how you practice it. So you create database first, you connect database next, you try to drop it, it won't work. This is what we are learning now. Why it won't work? Reason we are inside it. We are currently connected to the database, right? We are already connected to it. How we can remove it? The file is open, how I can delete it? So what I do? Step out of it. Connect to master or any database, then drop database name. So this way you will practice all these 30 queries carefully, and then we are ready for our next items. You'll be given some task items. Please try to work on these task items as well, so that we are ready for our next class. I want you to do your 100%. I need to do it as well from my end. Let's work together for best possible resume and project work from our classes. I know things are bit vast, but very beautiful. Trust me, we need these things step by step. About 30 queries in the class today, and about 20 items will be sent on task, 2 different levels of tasks. You'll submit first level task, then our team will send you the second level task. I repeat, we have 2 levels of tasks today. Each level has 10 queries. You will submit first level tasks before the next class to get second level tasks. Let me put this way. Yes, it's like a core schooling kind of thing. Let's school ourselves carefully for better, beautiful resume. Need your support. Please help me. Practice on time throughout the course. Submit your assignments on time, please, throughout the course. My kind request. Thank you. I shall wait for your submission of your assignments, questions, clarifications, everything, and we'll proceed from them carefully. Thank you so much.